Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, the ADA chart continues to be in this overall diagonal pattern. The overall market hasn't moved. There are a few developments on the smaller time frame. We see a little bit of a sell-off today across the market, nothing major. But we see here that we probably, possibly are starting the wave 4 or are sort of in the late stages of this third wave. Looking at what the third wave has reached in terms of Fibonacci extensions, we can take the length of the wave 1, go to the low of the wave 2. We can see that this third wave has already reached the area between the 1.618 extension and the 200% extension. That's already quite extended. Actually, in fact, it reached perfectly the 200% extension, if I see this correctly, 69 cents roughly. So it has done what it needs to do in this third wave. It's literally quite an extended third wave, but in a diagonal that happens. Also looking at the subdivisions, I think the C wave of wave 3 reached an ideal target. So that's all okay. We are in a situation in which we are now observing if the fourth wave has indeed started. That's not crystal clear yet. I tell you what we need to see for that, but it would be my preference at the moment that the fourth wave is unfolding. It's just that within the fourth wave, it's possible to get an extension of the B wave before we come down really. So that takes us to the lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Here, the idea was that the market, as long as we're holding support, could still make a new high. That actually happened. Yeah, on the way it reacted briefly to resistance, formed something that you could call an ascending wedge pattern. And then we said, okay, this is now where, after 3 waves up, this could be a high B wave. But until we take out the 54 cent level to the downside, it is absolutely possible that this B wave still extends a bit. Yeah, so that is still possible. So therefore I need to see a break below 54 cents to really confirm that the C wave to the downside is unfolding. So far, this looks a bit like a 5-wave move to the downside. And we've broken out of a wedge pattern to the downside. So I think, downside momentum is there. Downside momentum is strong. But should we get a break above today's swing high here at 62.6 cents, it could indicate another extension of the B wave. So literally for me, it's quite straightforward. I'm just waiting for a signal below 54 cents from an analysis point of view to suggest really that the C wave is unfolding. And then we just need to see after the ABC structure here is complete, is this going to be the overall completion of the fourth wave? Or, and that's possible for ETH as well and some other coins, is this just the A wave of the current correction? We're going to see another B wave and C. So once we have this 3-wave pattern complete or nearly complete, I will add a resistance area. And once we see an impulse above that resistance area, it should tell us that the next wave up, which would be a 5th wave, is already unfolding. So essentially, this is still a bullish structure we're tracking. We still would like to see that 5th wave to the upside. We still would like to see another high, especially as long as the support level is holding, which is at 34.5 cents, quite far away. That's due to the extensions higher. But ideally, the market doesn't even break below 38.9 cents. Very important. Ideally, we don't even see it break below 38.9 cents. That's the 50% retracement level. We want to avoid that it goes below that level because that would already indicate weakness. For me, I stopped to trust this diagonal. You shouldn't really trust the diagonal anyway, because they can easily be corrections. But, still, I would stop to primarily follow it with a break below 34.5 cents. At the moment, it's still okay. It's just doing what it's supposed to be doing. Up there, we're just observing if the C wave has already started. The move down is certainly not impulsive, but looks a bit like a diagonal. Literally just observing here at the moment. Yeah, I think once we get closer to the support area, we get a good reward to risk ratio again for a potential 5th wave here to the upside. But as you know, a really reliable trade setup, which I think is suitable for most people. That's going to be happening not before we have 5 waves up and then a 3-wave pullback, because that is going to be a 1-2 setup, or it will at least tell us if something more bearish is playing out. This is still only 3 waves up. Even with 5 waves up, as I said before, it could just be the completion of a larger corrective ABC structure. that started basically here in December, A, B, C, oops, and then a new bear market low. But after 5 waves up, at least we can give it a chance. We had a support area that the bulls can try to use to position themselves in the market. And depending on the general market situation, I'll then tell you what my leaning is. It's a bit too early for that because both scenarios are still possible, but also in both scenarios, we should still see a little more upside in this 5th wave. So that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.